There are three methods of integration. First, integration by substitution, integration using partial fractions. Third, integration by parts. Now, we will study about the first method, that is integration by substitution. For this, refer exercise 7.2. We will take some questions to understand what is meaning of integration by substitution. Refer question number first. Integrate 2x upon 1 plus x square dx. Let I is equal to integrate 2x upon 1 plus x square. Here put denominator 1 plus x square is equal to t. Now differentiating both sides with respect to x. Differentiation of left hand side is 2x and right hand side is dt upon dx. This can be written as 2x dx is equal to dt. Hence, I is equal to integration dt upon t. I is equal to log t plus c. As we know formula, integration 1 upon x is equal to log x plus c. Substitute value of t. I is equal to log 1 plus x square plus c. Now see question number 2. Using same method, substitution method, integration log x whole square upon x. Let I is equal to integration log x whole square upon x. We have to select t in all the problems of the substitution or any question in the integration. We have to change the question in integrable form. For this purpose, we consider t. Here, if we will put log x is equal to t, then differentiation of log x is 1 upon x. Dx is equal to dt. Means the format of the question become I is equal to integration t square dt. In place of log x, we are writing t, that is t square, and dx upon x is dt. We know formula integration x raised to n is equal to x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c. Now I is equal to t raised to 2 plus 1 upon 2 plus 1 plus c. I is equal to t cube upon 3 plus c. Substitute value of t. I is equal to log x whole cube upon 3 plus c. You know that c is arbitrary constant, or that is known as constant of integration. Now refer question number 3. Integration 1 upon x plus x log x. Let I is equal to integration 1 upon x plus x log x. Here I is equal to integration x common out from denominator. Under bracket we can write here 1 plus log x. Now put 1 plus log x is equal to t. Selection of t is very important. Differentiation of 1 plus log x is 1 upon x. Dx is equal to dt. Here I is equal to, see, this is I is equal to integration dt upon t. Substitute 1 plus log x is equal to t. Then I is equal to integration 1 upon t log t plus c. We know that integration 1 upon x is equal to log x plus c, where c is constant of integration. I is equal to log t plus c. Substitute value of t. I is equal to log under bracket 1 plus log x plus c. Question number 4. Integrate sin x sin under bracket cos x. Again, let I is equal to integration sin x sin under bracket cos x. We have to select t so that we can change the given problem in integrable form. For this purpose, put cos x is equal to t. Its differentiation is minus sin x dx is equal to dt. Now sin x dx is equal to minus dt. Refer this question. I is equal to integration sin x sin cos x dx. Here sin x dx is equal to minus dt. Sin x and dx is minus dt. Then it can be written as I is equal to minus integration sin t dt, from where we substitute sin x dx as minus dt here, and this become integration sin x dx is minus dt, but sin cos x, cos x we have considered cos x is equal to t, then this will be sin t. This is represented in same way. I is equal to minus integration sin t dt. We know that integration of sin x is equal to minus cos x. That's why I is equal to minus of minus cos t. That become plus cos t plus c. I is equal to cos, substitute value of t, that is cos x plus c. Then our answer become I is equal to cos under bracket cos x plus c, where c is known as constant of integration. Now refer question number 5. Integration sin ax plus b cos ax plus b. Let I is equal to integration sin ax plus b cos ax plus b. See this question. This question is not written in integrable form. We don't know any formula related to this question. That's why we have to apply some technique, some method, so that we can change the question in integrable form. For this purpose, multiply numerator and denominator by 2. I is equal to 1 upon 2 integration 2 sin ax plus b cos ax plus b. I is equal to 1 upon 2 integration sin 2ax plus 2b. How this step come? We know formula. 2 sin theta cos theta is equal to sin 2 theta. 2 sin theta cos theta is equal to 2 sin theta. That is sin 2 theta. Means I is equal to 1 upon 2 integration sin 2x plus 2b. I is equal to 1 upon 2 integration of this is consider 2x plus 2b as t. That's why this integration become minus cos 2x plus 2b upon 2a plus c. I is equal to minus 1 upon 4 cos 2x plus 2b plus c. Hence I is equal to minus 1 upon 4a cos under bracket 2x plus 2b plus c, where c is constant of integration. Refer question number 8. Integrate x root 1 plus 2x square dx. Let I is equal to integration x root 1 plus 2x square dx. Once again we have to change the question in integrable form. For this purpose again let 1 plus 2x square is equal to t. In this expression we have to select t so that the question become in integrable form. That's why we put 1 plus 2x square is equal to t. Its differentiation is 4x dx is equal to dt. Now x dx is equal to dt upon 4. Here substitute value in this question. Here it become I is equal to 1 upon 4 integration refer x dx is dt. Then root 1 plus 2x square is root t. Here this side I is equal to 1 upon 4 integration root t dt. Using formula integration x raised to n is equal to x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1. I is equal to 1 upon 4 into 2 upon 3 t raised to 3 by 2 plus c. I is equal to 1 upon 6 t raised to 3 by 2 plus c, where c is constant of integration. Substitute value of t. I is equal to 1 upon 6. T means 1 plus 2x square whole raised to 3 by 2 plus c. Then finally its integration becomes I is equal to 1 upon 6 under bracket 1 plus 2x square whole raised to 3 by 2 plus c. Now refer question number 9. Integration 4x plus 2 root x square plus x plus 1. Let I is equal to integration 4x plus 2 root x square plus x plus 1. Here in case of 4x plus 2, 2 is common out. Here it is written 2 common out. Integration 2x plus 1 root x square plus x plus 1. Put x square plus x plus 1 is equal to t. We know that we have to change this question in integrable form. That's why put x square plus x plus 1 is equal to t. Differentiation of x square x plus 1 is given by 2x plus 1 into dx is equal to dt. Here substitute value in this equation, this one. I is equal to 2. See that 2x plus 1 dx is equal to dt. 2x plus 1 dx is dt. Remaining part is root t. Then I is equal to 2 integration root t dt is equal to 2 into 2 upon 3 t power 3 by 2 plus c. Using formula x raised to n, that is integration x raised to n is equal to x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1. Now it become 4 upon 3 under bracket x square plus x plus 1. Substitute value of t raised to 3 by 2 plus c. Hence the integration become I is equal to 4 upon 3 under bracket x square plus x plus 1 whole raised to 3 by 2 plus c. Now see question number 18. Integrate e raised to tan inverse x upon 1 plus x square dx. Again we have to change the question in integrable form. For this purpose, see, I is equal to integration e raised to tan inverse x upon 1 plus x square dx. Put tan inverse x is equal to t. You know that differentiation of tan inverse x is 1 upon 1 plus x square dx as usual is equal to dt. Refer, that is substitute here in this question. Integration 1 upon 1 plus x square dx is dt. Rest of the part is e raised to t. It become here I is equal to integration e raised to t dt. You know that integration e raised to x is e raised to x. That's why I is equal to e raised to t dt. Substitute value of t in next step. I is equal to e raised to tan inverse x plus c. That's why our integration, that form answer become I is equal to e raised to tan inverse x plus c. Now see question number 20. Integration e raised to 2x minus e raised to minus 2x whole upon e raised to 2x plus e raised to minus 2x. Once again consider I is equal to integration e raised to 2x minus e raised to 2x upon e raised to 2x plus e raised to minus 2x. We have to change the given question in integrable form. For this purpose, use substitution method. Consider denominator e raised to 2x plus e raised to minus 2x is equal to t. See, this is denominator. Consider this denominator as t. E raised to x plus e raised to minus 2x is equal to t. Its differentiation is 2 e raised to 2x minus 2 e raised to minus 2x dx is equal to dt. 2 common out and transpose to right hand side. It become e raised to 2x minus e raised to minus 2x dx is equal to dt by 2. See this part, e raised to 2x minus e raised to minus 2x. This is written as numerator of the question. See, this is numerator. That is our integration after substitution. I is equal to 1 upon 2 integration. Numerator is dt and denominator is t. We know that integration 1 upon x is log x. Therefore, I is equal to 1 upon 2. This is log t plus c. Here, I is equal to 1 upon 2 log e raised to 2x plus e raised to minus 2x by substituting value of t plus c. This is known as arbitrary constant. Our integration become I is equal to 1 upon 2 log under bracket e raised to 2x plus e raised to minus 2x plus c. Let's see question number 25. Integration 1 upon cos square x 1 minus tan x whole square. Let I is equal to integration 1 upon cos square x under bracket 1 minus 10x whole square dx. Here that denominator is considered cos square x. If we want to write in numerator, we can write as sec square x. We know that 1 upon cos x is sec x, means this cos square x can be written in numerator as sec square x. See the term become integration, denominator cos square x is written as sec square x in numerator. Denominator is as it is 1 minus tan x whole square. Now we have to change this in integrable form. For this purpose, we have to write 1 minus tan x is equal to t. This is substitution method. Integration of 1 minus tan x. We know that ddx of 1 is 0 minus ddx of tan x is equal to sec square x, and right hand side is dx by dt. Differentiation of left hand side is minus sec square x. Now dx transpose from right hand side is equal to dt. Sec square x dx is equal to minus dt. Therefore, substituting this value, I is equal to minus integration dt upon t square. Where we are substituting value, we are substituting this value here in this expression. Numerator is sec square, numerator is sec square x dx is minus dt, that is minus dt, and denominator is 1 minus tan x is considered as t, means t square. Therefore, I is equal to minus integration dt upon t square. We know formula, this can be written as integration t raised to minus 2 dt. Using formula integration x raised to n is equal to x raised to n upon n plus 1. It becomes t raised to minus 2 plus 1 upon minus 2 plus 1. That is t raised to minus 1 upon minus 1. Minus into minus become plus. That's why I is equal to t raised to minus 1 means 1 upon t plus c. Substitute value of t. I is equal to 1 upon t means 1 minus tan x plus c. I is equal to 1 upon 1 minus tan x plus c is required integration. Now see question number 27. Integrate root sin 2x into cos 2x dx. Let I is equal to root sin 2x cos 2x. Here substitute sin 2x is equal to t. We are doing substitution method. We have to change this question, this expression in integrable form. That's why we are substituting sin 2x is equal to t. Differentiation of sin 2x is 2 cos 2x dx is equal to dt. Refer the expression, cos 2x dx will be dt. Cos 2x dx is equal to dt upon 2. Substituting this value, then integration I is equal to 1 upon 2 integration root t dt. Multiplying, that is here I is equal to 1 upon 2 into 2 upon 3 t raised to 3 by 2 plus c. Here we are using formula integration x raised to n is equal to x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1. Because this root t can be written, root t can be written as t raised to 1 by 2. That's why the integration become like this. Now substitute value of t. I is equal to 1 upon 3 sine 2x. Value of t is sine 2x raised to 3 by 2 plus c. Finally, the integration become I is equal to 1 upon 3 sine 2x raised to 3 by 2 plus c, where c is known as constant of integration. Refer question number 32. Integrate 1 upon 1 plus cot x. Let I is equal to integration 1 upon 1 plus cot x. We know that cot x is equal to cos x upon sin x. I is equal to integration 1 upon 1 plus cot x is replaced by cos x upon sin x. After LCM, we can write I is equal to integration sin x upon sin x plus cos x. Now, to change in integrable form, we have to multiply numerator and denominator by 2. So, we can write here I is equal to 1 upon 2 integration 2 sin x upon sin x plus cos x. I is equal to 1 upon 2 integration 2 sin x can be written as 2 times sin x plus sin x. See here, this is sin x. Again, this is plus sin x, is 2 sin x. Now adding cos x and subtracting cos x. See this side, we have written here plus cos x and minus cos x also. And denominator is as it is, sin x plus cos x. Now separating the numerator in two parts, as I is equal to 1 upon 2 integration. First part of numerator is sin x plus cos x divided by denominator sin x plus cos x. Second part is sin x minus cos x, that can be written as minus cos x minus sin x divided by denominator sin x plus cos x. Here we can see that first part is sin x plus cos x upon sin x plus cos x, that is 1. That's why I is equal to 1 upon 2 integration under bracket 1 minus second part is as it is cos x minus sin x upon sin x plus cos x. Separating the terms, I is equal to 1 upon 2 integration 1 minus 1 upon 2 integration cos x minus sin x upon cos x plus sin x. We have to change this part in integrable form. For this purpose, use substitution method, as denominator is sin x plus cos x is equal to t. Consider this as t. See, differentiation of left hand side is d dx of sin x is cos x, but d dx of cos x is minus sin x. That is, differentiation of left hand side is cos x minus sin x. Dx is equal to dt. Now substitute here cos x minus sin x dx is equal to dt in this expression. See, numerator is cos x minus sin x dx is dt and denominator is t. That's why it become I is equal to 1 upon 2 integration 1 is x minus 1 upon 2 integration dt upon t. Then I is equal to 1 upon 2x minus 1 upon 2 integration 1 upon t is log t plus c. That is I is equal to 1 upon 2 x minus 1 upon 2 log t means sin x plus cos x plus c. I is equal to 1 upon 2x minus 1 upon 2 log mod of sin x plus cos x plus constant of integration. This is our required integration. Now see question number 34. Integration root tan x upon sin x cos x. Now let I is equal to integration root tan x upon sin x cos x. Multiply and divide by root tan x. Why we are multiplying? To change in integrable form. Multiplying numerator and denominator by root tan x. Now after multiplication it become I is equal to integration tan x upon sin x cos x root tan x. Tan x can be written as sin x upon cos x. I is equal to integration numerator becomes sin x upon cos x and denominator is sin x cos x root tan x. I is equal to, after simplification, see numerator is containing sin x, denominator is also containing sin x, it may divided. Then the remaining part is I is equal to integration 1 upon denominator is already containing cos x and one more cos x. Cos x into cos x is cos square x root tan x. This cos square x become in numerator as sec square x. Here this is integration sec square x upon root tan x dx. Now to change in integrable form, put tan x of the denominator in t. Then d dx of tan x is sec square x dx is equal to dt. Numerator is containing here, numerator is containing sec square x dx, that is dt, and denominator will be root t. I is equal to integration dt upon root t using formula integration x raised to n is equal to x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1. This denominator root t can be written as t power minus 1 by 2 in numerator. Using the same formula, we can write here I is equal to 2 root t plus c. That is I is equal to 2 root tan x plus c. Our required integration become I is equal to 2 root tan x plus c. Evaluate integration sin x upon sin x plus cos x. Let I is equal to integration sin x upon sin x plus cos x. To change in integrable form, multiply numerator and denominator by 2. This equation become I is equal to 1 upon 2 integration 2 sin x dx upon sin x plus cos x. Now we can write as I is equal to 1 upon 2. 2 sin x can be written as sin x plus sin x. Adding and subtracting cos x. Adding and subtracting. See here, this is plus cos x and this is minus cos x. Denominator is as it is. There is no change in denominator. Now numerator, we have to divide numerator into two parts. First part is sin x plus cos x. Second part sin x minus cos x can be written as minus cos x minus sin x. Denominator is as it is. Each part has same denominator. Then I is equal to 1 upon 2 integration. See, first part is sin x plus cos x upon sin x plus cos x, that is 1. And second part is as it is here, this side. Now separating the terms, I is equal to 1 upon 2 integration 1 minus 1 upon 2 integration second part cos x minus sin x upon cos x plus sin x. I is equal to 1 upon 2 integration 1 is x minus 1 upon 2. Consider here denominator cos x plus sin x is equal to t. Then its differentiation is cos x minus sin x dx is equal to dt. Numerator is dt, denominator is t. Integration 1 upon t log t, that is log t means cos x plus sin x plus c. Hence our integration is I is equal to 1 upon 2x minus 1 upon 2 log mod of cos x plus sin x plus c.